Tiago. I am very happy to be at ERF here in Tampere. As you can see, I dressed for the occasion. Tonight I'll help to guide you through the euRobotics 2018 awards ceremony. I wish you all a great evening, good conversations, and a lot of fun.
We are dressed up too.
You sure we are dressed up for the right occasion?
Oh, I'm not sure whether we are dressed up for the right occasion. So, but it was a hot day with hot discussions, and now we enjoyed the swimming in the lake outside.
We did, yes, and it was so cool yesterday that we decided to do it today again. Maybe later, but should we have the ceremony first?
I think, first of all, everyone is being hungry. So I wouldn't waste too much time introducing everyone. You have seen already our colleague Tiago, who will guide us through the evening. So I would simply welcome all the people here, the VIPs, the president of euRobotics, the local hosts, and everyone who is joining us for this wonderful dinner with the award ceremony tonight. Thank you very much. Enjoy the starter.
Yes, from my side too, welcome.
I must admit tonight's dinner looks delicious. I assume you are hungry, so let me invite you to enjoy the first course. I wish I could enjoy it too.
Ladies and gentlemen, so I hope everyone enjoyed the first course, the starter. So now it's time to come to the award ceremony of the evening. As you all know, this dinner is typically also used to hand over some of the awards we are giving to the community, and we have different categories. And this year we also have the ERL, the European Robotics League Award, which we want to start with. First of all, I would like to welcome two young ladies here on the stage. These are Ava and Saga Latokartato. So maybe you remember the name. It's they are the daughters of our local host Jyrki here, and I would really like to welcome them because they will actually hand over the prizes. And maybe Saga, you can come a bit more closer here. So maybe you remember the face of the forum. It's her. Welcome.
Welcome, my friends. The ERL service, industry and emergency winners who could help me improving my capabilities. I have good memories of some tournaments.
Thank you very much, Tiago. I would like to welcome on stage also the people who are basically the head of the respective leagues. First of all, for the Service Robotics League, Pedro Lima from Lisbon. Welcome, Pedro. Secondly, representing the Industry Robotics League, Rainer Bischoff from KUKA. Welcome. He's also the Vice President Industry of euRobotics, as you all know. Yeah, you can take one of the mics. And last but not least, Gabriele Ferri, who was the organizer of the European Robotics League in emergency response. And here we have him representing this community. So welcome all of you to hand over now the prestigious prizes related to the Robotics League. First of all, we start with the Service Robotics League, and I would like to hand over to Pedro. Please.
Thanks, Reinhard. Good evening, everyone. So I will announce a little bit later the awards for ERL Service Robots. The European Robotics League is about several tournaments over the year with 3 challenges that he already mentioned. And the teams get the awards because they did well in at least 2 of the tournaments. And that's the concept, not having a major one. I would just like to explain also that there are task benchmarks and functionality benchmarks, and the awards are divided into that as well. And I would like to thank, I cannot thank everyone because we don't have time, but at least to mention the European Union, especially our project officer, Anne Bajar, that could not be here today, for all the support. Also, the people that did all the work organizing the events from several partners, all the colleagues, the partnership in the projects that also did a lot of work for the different leagues, and of course the teams and the people also outside of the project and outside of the teams who prepared tournaments in their places with just nothing else but the pleasure of having the teams there. And well, that includes also our sponsors, and these are PAL Robotics.
Now I invite to join us on stage somebody that I know very well, Mr. Francesco Ferro, Board Director of euRobotics and also CEO of PAL Robotics, where I was born.
Thanks, Tiago. It's always a pleasure to stay with you. But anyway, I know that I have 20 minutes in order to say something, but no, it's just a joke, 30 seconds. And I want to just say one single thing, is we made this with a lot of illusion, thanks also with our very good team that we have in Barcelona. And here, in this event, in this workshop, I just listened a lot of presentation about the team that uses the Tiago, and they are very, very, very good team. So I think that this is robotics. This is the passion. We have to think that the passion that these people that are using robotics to do something new, to push the limit, is the motivation that probably Europe needs in order to be the leader in robotics. So thank you.
Thank you, Francesco. We will, before presenting the awards, have a short trailer video for ERL Service Robots.
Is there anybody out there?
Now we go for the awards, and we will start with the best-in-class winners of the TBMs, and in fact we'll call them by teams. And the first team to come on stage is Homer at Uni Koblenz, Raphael Memmeisheimer. They got 4 awards. I'm not going to list them all, they are written there, but 4 task benchmarks. Raphael, please. And we also have another team getting 2 awards. This is Hartz from Bristol, 2 universities in Bristol. And the one coming on stage is Zach Stier.
I have some teammates as well.
Okay, great. And they are receiving Task Benchmark 2 and Functionality Benchmark 3, please.
You did great.
Now we have another team getting 2 Task Benchmark Awards. That's the IRI at ERL from the University Politecnica de Catalunya. I'm saying in English and Catalonian mixed. And Sergi Foix is coming to receive the prize.
Congratulations.
Now we have teams that will receive 1 award. That the first one is actually one of the newcomer teams, like IRI, by the way. They come from Universidad Carlos III de Madrid, and they got the Task Benchmark for Best in Class winning award. And I call Santiago Martinez, that should be around. I saw him. Santiago. He's coming from far away. And then last but not the least, Rodrigo Ventura for the SocRob at Home team from IST in Lisbon, Portugal, for award for Task Benchmark 1. So Rodrigo, please.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 1 award in the category for the industry robots, best in class winners, and we have 1 representative here, and this is a very well respected colleague, and I'm very glad that he's here with us, and this is Gerhard Kretschmer from Bonn-Rhein-Sieg University, and he's receiving the award for the BitBots team. Gerhard. Congratulations, Gerhard.
Thank you.
1 picture.
Congratulations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to be here to give the awards to the ERL Emergency Robots 2017. ERL Emergency Robot was a search and rescue multi-domain competition with air, land, and sea robots, and we proposed several tasks culminating in the so-called Grand Challenge, in which all the robots work together. So you can have a taste of what happened in Piombino on this September in the video.
After the 2-domain competition, the last 2 days are devoted to the Grand Challenge. So the teams with their multi-domain robots are investigating the area, releasing first aid kits to the mannequin, to the missing worker, and then stopping the leaks.
In this competition, we have several new challenges. So perhaps the most significant one is that we require the flying and the land robots to collaborate to deliver a first aid package to a missing worker. So this is really difficult to do.
These kinds of competitions for aerial and land robots are important because both researchers and robots have an opportunity to work in an unstructured environment, in a very dynamic environment. So the robots and the researchers need to learn how to adapt to these new and variable situations.
We have one general problem that is due to the fact that underwater we don't have GPS, so it's really hard and complex to know the position of the robot during navigation. Here, in this scenario, we have an additional problem that is the low visibility underwater, and in this case the cameras are really hard to use for navigation and detecting objects.
Okay, so for this event, thanks to the EU Commission and Spark that believed again in our ideas, to euRobotics for managing all our leagues, and to our sponsor, just one, our platinum sponsor, IEEE Oceanic Engineering Society, that has been supporting our competition in the last years. So let's start with the award ceremony. So the first to come on the stage is a representative of the second classified in the Grand Challenge. So Janusz Bedkowski from IMM from Poland with his land robot. So IMM was also first ranked in land plus sand air and in a functionality benchmark 2D mapping.
You did great.
And then the winners of the Grand Challenge. 3 teams composing a multi-domain team. So on the stage, Eric Pairet from the University of Girona for the marine robot, Andreas Ciosek from Telerob from the land robot, and Alfredo Martins from Isepinesc from Portugal for the area robot. So, thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats. They won, other than the Grand Challenge, other two domain challenges and 2 functional benchmarks. Thank you and congratulations to the winners. So stay please on the stage. So, and great events are always made possible by great teams. So I would like to call on the stage some of the partners and friends that worked in this ERL emergency. So Fausto Ferreira, that is over there from CMRE in La Spezia, Marta Palau, Franco, and Matthew Studley and Alan Whitfield from the University of West of England, and Juha Roning from the University of Oulu. So, come here. And what's next? We are working to think to the future of this kind of competition, and I will leave the word to Professor Winfield, that was the originator of the Emergency League with his ideas rooting back to the Eurathlon FP7 project. So, Alan.
Thank you so much, Gabriella. And can I just please add my congratulations to all of our winners this evening. And, you know, something that it's difficult for you to get an impression is the sheer excitement of the competitions. Imagine 120 competitors, around 1,500 visitors in Piombino last September. The excitement was extraordinary, and the achievement. But what I'd like to do now is to announce that we have a follow-on project. The really good news is that the European Robotics League will continue. So we have a new project called SHIROC. It's a 4-year project. I'm using the Italian pronunciation here. And in addition to continuing the 3 leagues of industry, service and emergency, we're introducing, if you like, a new dimension, which is to bring robotics into cities, and in particular smart cities. So I very much hope that you'll all join us at some point during that journey of the next 4 years. In fact, I should say that the project will be led by Dr. Matthew Studley here. So great. Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to introduce the next award, which is the PhD Award, the Georges Giralt PhD Award, which has a long tradition, and I would welcome Professor Gianluca Antonelli on the stage here to hand over the PhD Award.
I am interested to see what the best robotics brains have been working on during the past 2 years. Let's invite the PhD Award nominees of 2017 and 2018.
Good evening, everybody. And before introducing the awards, I would like to welcome on stage Gerard, if it's possible. It was the previous chair and really made my life smooth in chairing those 2 editions. We had the 2 editions of a PhD Award. One edition 2017 for the thesis defended in 2016, and the other of the following year.
Thank you, Gianluca, for taking over that job from me, and I apologize to all the 2017 applicants who had to wait one more extra year before getting their award. And I'm really happy to the committee and Gianluca, who took over from me in a time which was very difficult for me, and you took over very nicely. It was a pleasure to give this to you, and not any work for me at all. Thank you.
Thank you, Gala. So we have I would like to welcome on stage the finalists for the 2017 editions. And I apologize in advance for the pronunciation of the last name. So Johannes Engelsberg from Germany, Thum, Christian Foster from Switzerland, from University of Zurich, Stefan Grotius from Netherlands, University of Twente, Meng Guo from Sweden, KTH, and Nanda van der Stapt, again from Netherlands and again from the University of Twente. I think it's better if we take the picture before that I announce the winner. Okay. Because so everyone is smiling. Closer? Yes. And the winner is Arthur Johannes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It will never work again. So I'll profit from these few seconds to thank the 26 colleagues that were the member of the boards. And we had really tough work in order to decide the winner for this edition. Thank you and congratulations, guys, and thanks for having been here and presenting your outstanding work. Congratulations to all of you. Thanks. Let me welcome on stage the finalists for the 2018 edition. Frank Bonnet from Switzerland, EPFL. Adrià Colomé Figueras from Spain, Universidad Politécnica de Catalunya, Daniel Ledner from Germany, University of Bremen, and Dula Nad from Croatia, University of Zagreb, Angel Santamaria Navarro, again from Spain, again from the Universidad Politécnica de Catalunya. And we have an ex aequo for this edition, so we have two winners. Congratulations to Frank and to Daniel.
Impressive work.
Okay, thank you very much for handing over these awards, and I think now everyone is looking for the main course. Everyone except the nominees and the winners, because I want to ask everyone who has been on stage already, please come to the stage again for a group photo. So don't disappear, come here for the group photo. All the rest can be served now with the main course. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the main course, and before we come to the final part of the dinner, I would ask you to pay a little bit of attention to the last award of the evening, which we are going to hand over. Let me welcome Martin Hägele from Fraunhofer IPA in Stuttgart to hand over the Technology Transfer Award. We want to learn what we can do based on previous results, how to translate it into practice.
Curious to see what some other people already turned into practice. Maybe there is also something useful for me.
Okay, today we staged for the 50th time the TechTransfer Award, 50th time, and by incident we had 15 finalist applications, or 15 applications this year, so it was actually a record number, so I consider this a great success. And out of the 15 applications, we determined 4 finalists. So at that occasion, thanks to the jury, and I would like the finalists to come on stage, please. So for those who missed the morning presentation of the TechTransfer Award winners, of TechTransfer finalists, unfortunately you missed the most interesting presentation, most interesting session. Yes, and in fact I enjoyed it very much. It's always a highlight to see excellent ideas coming from the lab into industrial practice and actually be of socio-economic impact. And let me go through the finalists, and from place 4 until the first place, and we have the finalist, which is the in situ fabricator, presented by a team of ETH Zurich. And so the question is, what is an in situ fabricator? And Tim, maybe you can explain that to us in 30 seconds, please.
Thank you. An in situ fabricator is a mobile robot designed to build components of buildings directly on the construction site. It's designed to support a general class of building tasks so that it can enable novel building technologies, bring digital fabrication to the construction site, and change the way we build buildings.
Okay, so please an applause for the finalists. And so, the trophy. So, let me hand over the
Congratulations.
trophies. Okay, and the third prize goes to an application which is titled Smart Robots, and it's a submission by Politecnico di Milano and a new company which is also called Smart Robots. So congratulations, Paolo. So Smart Robots, actually we would think it's a robot, but actually it's a component of a robot. Maybe you explain us what it is actually.
Yeah, sure. So Smart Robots is a spin-off company of Politecnico di Milano, and it will bring to the market a new product. It's a hardware-software product that will make robots collaborate with humans. We'll add some cognitive layer to the robots, so the robots will understand what the human is doing, and so it will improve human-robot collaboration.
So, thanks very much. Yeah. So we come to place number 2, and the application for place 2 is titled Mobile Agricultural Robot Swarms by a team composed of the University of Ulm and the Fendt company, which is a known producer of tractors and agricultural machine. So Christian, congratulations. Congratulations. So maybe short remarks about the project you did and especially the practical value of the robot swarms.
Yeah. So you might have known the Mobile Agricultural Robot Swarms under the acronym MARS, an ECHOT++ project. After that, it had been taken over by ECHO on its own to go for the next technology readiness levels. It's about seeding corn, because agricultural processes start where you seed, where you manage the crop care, then finally based on that. It's a fleet of robots doing that task, and if you then finally see the MARS project, not anymore, it's now named Xaver, because that is one of the founders of the Fendt brand, and that is a statement about the impact they hope they get from that mobile agricultural robot swarms.
A job well done, so your trophy.
Well done.
Yeah, almost. So, and we have the winner of this year's TechTransfer Award, which is a submission by a company, by a startup, which is called Roboception, and the submission is titled RC Wizard, 3D perception and manipulation for robots made easy. And it's a co-application by the company of Roboception, Michael Suppa, the founder, and Alin Albuchev of DLR Oberpfaffenhofen. So, congratulations. And an applause for our winners.
Congratulations.
So, who will explain a little bit the Roboception product?
Yeah, thanks very much. Roboception is, as I said, a spin-off company of German Aerospace Center. The RC Wizard, our first product that's on the market since October, is a smart 3D camera. It has additional features such as ego motion estimation. You can have SLAM on board, so there's a lot of software functionalities that come with the camera. And we are very happy that we have it on the market already, and that it was a good support from DLR that it made this possible for us. Thanks a lot.
Perfect. So, and of course, there will be a 16th edition of the TechTransfer Award, so already have in mind your work, your results, etc., which may be candidates for next year's TechTransfer Award.
Bits of information about another ERF next year. I hope they allow me to travel. I'm curious to see where it is.
Yeah, we will see where it is. Some of you already know, but maybe I can announce it with the help of Thiago. It will be in Romania. Bucharest will be the next city to host the ERF. So, welcome Romania. We will hand it over then from Finland to the south of Europe, to the southeast, and I would like to bring the people who are the next hosts of the forum on stage. Please come and introduce yourself briefly.
Hello. First of all, thank you very much for this honor of hosting such a great event. I don't know if you are familiar with Romania's background in mechatronics, engineering, and industrial robotics. And just last week, I think, we had finally the first unicorn in robotics. It's RPA, actually, not actual hardware robotics. With PAT, I don't know if you're familiar with them. They raised lots of money, and it's now the new thing in Romania. What we can assure you when you will come here is that you will get like 3 kilos more than when you came, and that we have a rather good drink to make you sleep very well. So get ready for that so that you know and are prepared.
I represent the biggest technical university in Bucharest. That is one of the organizers. We will welcome you and hope that we will have in the future more cooperations, as we like to participate in interesting interdisciplinary projects. Welcome to Bucharest.
So first of all, I would like to thanks to the president, vice presidents, and all the organizers that make this European Forum to be so important already. So when we heard for the first time, it was like an idea, and now we are pleased to welcome you for the next meeting. Also the people from backside. So in this case, the colleagues from Finland. I know Finland from Lappeenranta University of Technology first, but I see that hospitality is also here very great. And I'd like to thank you to the Scouts and from the European Forum to the, let's say, people that help more, like Marco and Lavinia, that make also not to be welcome here, but to feel very well. I'm coming from a university located in Transylvania, so it's not a joke.
And well, it's the second bigger technical university in Romania, but coming from the research area, I'm not promising anything. Thank you so much.
So, thank you. You anticipated already what I wanted to say. Please, Jory, Marco, Lavinia, come on stage. Juha, Juhani, Jyrki, all the local organizers who made it possible that we have such a great event here. Please come on stage. Thank you very much. Thank you, the local hosts. Thank you, the team of the office. It was such a great work to have all these activities around the forum happening. Thank you very much. And I would like to hand over to Juha, please.
So there was a bet which was set 2001. Henrik Christensen, with whom we established this Euron network, said that we will never arrange a meeting which is north than Stockholm. My dream has come true, and you are the example how it comes. There was also hesitant, even in the directors, that it is so far away that nobody will come. Look at yourself. Thank you very much.
Okay, as a treasurer of the Robotics Society, so I was a bit astonished when Juha called me 1.5 years ago, so that would we like to start the organization. That was quite a positive sign for me, because I was one of the founding fathers with some of your colleagues in this hall. So certainly I was very pleased to start the work.
Yeah, so Juha called Juhani, and Juhani called me that should we arrange this. I said, yeah, sure, why not? It's not that big deal. And we took the idea to our board, and then they probably like, now they're gone crazy. But, well, that's not true. We were crazy already before. But we started the organization, and it's I really have enjoyed it. Being a selfish person, I wanted to make a forum where I would enjoy. And so I hope that you feel the same way as do, because I have enjoyed running around. But also now it's a good closer for this year, and then I hope we enjoy and have as fun in Romania next year. So once more, thank you very much for making this the biggest forum so far.
Thanks again. And I would also like to thank our president and the vice presidents for the great work supporting us, organizing the forum. And last but not least, also there is a program committee behind the technical side of the program, chaired by Rich Walker from Shadow. And it was a small group, but I think we were very efficient at the end. We had only weekly calls, also with Jyrki, with the local organizer. And it was really, as Jyrki said before, a great pleasure to cooperate and now to be here and enjoy the fruits of all the work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will go first with that. Oh, okay, and yes, we had a great cooperation with euRobotics and the people from the office, and I hope you don't have any bitter memories of us, but just to make sure, we brought you some candies to take back. So maybe I hand this over to Lavinia, and you can share who is getting what, and thank you very much. It's been a great journey. And before I hand it to the Juhani, I would still like to thank also the local team. It's not just us who's been working here. I would like to thank Minna Lantz, my boss, for letting me do this, first of all, and then organizing all the local help and stuff, Rule for taking care of the logistic, Nillo especially for taking care of the sauna, because I think that was really nice. And also Pauli, our dean, for allowing me the time to wrap this all up. But it's thank you all. It's been a teamwork. Thanks.
Okay, and one thing more, I must remind you that it was robots and us. So who was us? She was a lady, and we have a small present to her, and I suppose it's up to Reinhard to give that to the lady who gave her face to the forum. So we have now here Saga. So could you invite him? The same girl.
Thank you so much for being involved, being the face of the forum, and joining this evening to hand over the prizes tonight. Thank you very much, and also your sister, come in front, also for being here, being supportive. And now I would ask again all the nominees and the awardees to a little bit more wait for the dessert. Come to the stage for a group photo, please.
Why don't we take a picture all together?
here on the stage, and maybe some of you also noticed the last piece towards its end accelerated a bit. So in layman's terms, it's sped up. This can mean only one thing, and it is that the working hours of are up right about now.